And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Darnold now to throw. A screen to Bell. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at about the Redskins' 37. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Open man left side. That's the tight end, Herndon. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack on 1st down, Darnold. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Darnold from the gun. And that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Right there, 54. 54 Mike. Hey, we got to get this.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And a big loss is here as he's taken down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a... that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
First and 10 at the Redskins' 43-yard line.
We're outside. Mike 57. You run.
A first down throw. Darnold caught here by Bell.
To the running back, this position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And some room to run now. And he will bring this one back. It's touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
You know, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
To try again after the sack. Darnold flushed out right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one covers 29 yards. First down. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions, because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there, and in a big way.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. The Jets were 26th in rushing in the NFL last year. That's a big reason they went and signed Bell back on March 13th. And plays like that give them optimism that they can move up the pecking order in the NFL rushing ranks. On 1st and 10, Darnold Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. On second down, it's Bell. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get.
Now, Guy stripped. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I'm going back to you. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. You got nothing. You got nothing. Hey, exit.
Throwing again on second down. Darnold. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Here's Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Darnold. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here, baby. Your trip is here.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Darnold to throw again. Flush to his right. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Sam Darnold. His 17th touchdown now on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that.
Guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 45 on second down, Haskins out to the left here to Reed. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From midfield now, Haskins. High throw, but the catch is made. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.